Every Thursday morning at 9 a.m., Margaret Abe Koga, mayor of Mountain View, California, drives her tan Honda CR-V to Pete's Coffee and Tea on Castro Street to chat with members of her community about whatever is on their minds. On October 1st, she took a seat outside in the sun to discuss Mountain View's current, most pressing issue, balancing the budget.
Our big issue right now is the budget. This past year we had a deficit that we had to close. It was $6 million and we closed about $4.5 million of that. So we carried over $500,000, which we covered with reserve money that we have. Our revenues still are not meeting our expenditures. So for this coming year we're looking at about a $4 million deficit that we have to figure out what to do with. And we're pretty bare bones now. We have to, I think, look at some major changes. I think we've cut so much already. There's not much, fat to cut, right? And here we are providing, top quality services for low prices. And that's fine, if we can sustain it, but we can't sustain it anymore. What I'm saying is, I'm not saying let's go charge outrageous prices, but I think we have to be competitive with our neighbors. We have to be more mindful of, prioritizing who is our customer base. Our customer base is Mountain View residents, so let's take care of them first. I just don't see why, if other cities, Cupertino, Palo Alto are charging to get into their parks, why aren't we looking at charging too, for short line? So I believe in cost recovery. So that's number one. And then when it comes to cutting services, I just want to make sure people understand what the consequences are. There's a sense of me inside me that thinks that if people understood the consequences, maybe they would be willing to pay a little bit more to keep them.
One service currently under scrutiny is Mountain View's municipal golf course.
A couple of years ago, I noticed that we were running this golf course at a deficit of almost $500,000 a year, and it just is really astounding to me that we're running that this golf course isn't making a profit. I think we really have to look at making some major changes there, figuring out how we can run at least to break even. Or else I just don't think we can hold on to it.
While the golf course seems like an easy service to target to cut costs, the community and city council are aware that the majority of city expenses come from the salaries and benefits of city workers.
80% of our budget is labor, salary, and benefits. But I just want to be mindful that, we don't devastate, our employees and their livelihood. And I just feel like in, times like these when I just don't want to add to our unemployment rate, it's like, I don't think that's the way to get out of this recession.
Instead of emphasizing service and personnel cuts, the mayor is looking at ways to generate revenue for the city.
We could do things like, buy land and lease it out. 10% of our budget is from revenues from our land leases. So maybe that's something we should be looking at is, buying more land and leasing it out to make rent money. Everything's on the table at this point, and that's where we're going to have to do some engaging the community, talking amongst yourselves to figure out, what strategies are the most viable.
Mountain View has gotten an early start on a difficult path towards balancing the city's budget, but concerned citizens are always invited to Pete's Coffee and Tea on Thursday mornings to chat with Mayor Abe Koga, about how they feel the budget should be handled. This is Erin Barricini reporting for Stanford's Silicon Valley Post.